We are about to see the finals. And the finals are going to be Team Something against, well, we're going to call them Love. Which is, wait, what is their name? Loss of Valuable Energy. And their short handle is Love. So it's Love. Meh.
Love me.
Meh.
Love me. Oh, no.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
like Oliver just said in our team, on our map chat, we have got both cash. Both have won some cash so far. For at least €100, at least. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty good for both teams. Getting some money and getting some Go4 points.
Another thing we need to mention is that ESL is currently doing a gem giveaway via Twitter. So Oliver Briggs just posted the tweet you have to answer, I think, in the Twitch chat. So just hashtag love or hashtag meh for whoever you think is going to win today's Go4 Cup. Tweet them at ESL at ESL GW2 on Twitter. And then you can enter a 800 gem giveaway.
Sorry, it's just really map chat there. There is some nice entertainment in the map chat. So, guys, final. Who do you think is going to win? And let's get some more people in this chat. Let's see if we can get up to 1K viewers. I haven't said it today, so it hasn't happened apparently.
But only happens if you say it. You gotta believe, man.
So we're gonna go through some builds when these guys are in. Who have we got on top?
No
Red,
one yet,
we've got.
But Love is entering.
Okay, Love will be on the red team or the blue team.
Now they're on blue, so I'm just gonna switch. Or they are gonna switch, and I switch back. I have the technology. My software allows me to switch with one push of a button.
Congratulations on that.
Yes. Okay, so do you wait? What? Pick a side, people. Pick a side. Now, oh,
so
God.
today, we've seen many good teams. Let's do a little bit of a roundup while these teams actually make up minds what the hell team they're going to be on. We saw teams as oops, I credit again. We saw High Impact, 55 HP Monks, Loss of Valuable Energy, who we currently have in the final, Civilized Gentleman, Team Something, Made in Meta, Bend Over, Heavy Machine Gun, Pizza with Nutella, and Toxic Community. We'll have a look at how these teams got here as well. Loss of Valuable Energy went through the round of 16 on the bye and actually defeated TCG in their first game, and then also defeated 55 HP Monks, two of the top teams in EU sPVP, of course, getting themselves to the final. Team Something, they had a bye in the first round, defeated Made in Meta, and then defeated Pizza with Nutella. Arguably, we will be seeing two of the best teams in EU at the moment.
Which
will we, Nick?
Which can both be become suddenly. Well, they are suddenly gonna be in the top 8. I think Team Something isn't in there yet. If I remember correctly, let me check. No Team Something in the top 8. So if they win it, or even if they don't, they still get 60 points and therefore take the kickouts. Wagner has returned. Oh no, but they're gonna be in 9th place because well, depends. Purple Smokers might also get kicked out of the top 8 with 65 Go4 points.
Some of these guys are Purple Smokers.
One
is. Or two, sorry.
And I have no clue who Alexia KS is.
Purple in Pharaohs. Normally, playing Ellie.
Could be.
It's just on a different name. There it is. That's his account name.
What?
His account name.
I can't see it now. Okay, so builds
anyway,
quickly.
randomly. Let's go through the builds quickly. I'm going to go through blue team's love, loss of valuable energy. We're going to go with Tiki first, who's playing Celestial. Okay, Celestial. We haven't seen that for a while. It works well with the whole Black Rune, of course. We see that on NGs. So he's playing Celestial Hambo Warrior. We're going to see Lettuce Cat's Meow. He's going to be playing with 60062 NG build, running with 2 kits and also the Elixir S. Elixir KS is going to be playing Elementalist, Holbrook Rune with the Celestial Amulet as well. Support, condition removal, and building up damage over time. Pugs will carry Yen, is playing at the moment Staff Elementalist, and is probably going to switch over to DD. Conduit removal, again, exactly pretty much the same as Elixir as well. And also Purple Karzers, who's going to be running with the Sword Dagger build. And that is the blue team.
And on the red side, yeah, well, you can kind of give the go-ahead because we already went through mass build. We can maybe quickly, we do have a Executioner DP build, then a Bullet on a Damage Guardian. Tommy Tom Tom is running a, wait, he was Dagger, right? Yeah, Dagger, Celestial Elementalist, Ingenium Odium on a Hambo Warrior, and Taxby on a 2-kit Engineer with Rifle. And a lot of damage potential.
Indeed. With that intelligence, it's always boosting that as well, that potential damage with the rifle. It's nice. It's very nice. The Aether Blade rifle, you little bugger. I want that. Anyway, right, so we have asked the teams to ready up. I want that skin. And yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Obviously, we haven't seen blue team play in this tournament yet. Saying that, I think we know kind of what's going on there. Not too sure.
I know nothing.
Well, we will see who's going to win this game. I'm kind of quietly confident. Actually, I'm not sure who's going to win, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who's going to win, because if they can burst down blue fast enough, like this comp would be a really good comp against the blue team. This would be a really good comp against Love, actually. Not the movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think the fights could be decided quite quickly. Because if we don't see kind of the red team get the dominant side of a team fight pretty quickly, then the blue team will just out-sustain them.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. It's all going to be about like making sure they get their focus targets down quickly, and if that doesn't happen on the initial kind of engage, or at least get them low, so it forces blue team to use a lot of cooldowns, then I think you're right, and I think they're just going to out-sustain them. But we'll have to see. Hopefully. Press the button. You can do it. Guys, what do you think in chat? Exactly. Who's going to win, Met or Love? Or maybe Met Love. Met Love? I don't know. It would be nice. It'd be nice to see Red Team come in and just take this. Indeed.
Yeah.
It would be nice. It would be good. I think I've been quite impressed with how they played in the last couple of games that we saw in the stream. And kind of upset I didn't get to see him before. But we will hopefully see this team and this combination of players together in future tournaments.
Oh, and has he actually... Oh, no, for the buffing. Never mind, I thought Bullet was again going with a hammer. No, he's staying on the greatsword. And now we are going into the finals, people. This is deciding everything. Meh on the red side against Love on the blue side.
Cross on the beach. There's been AoE damage, but no one stopped. An equal, but well, not equal.
Kaze abandoning the henge point immediately. He was left behind to get the cap on the henge point. Good idea to get out of this. So why is he turning around again?
Not sure, really. That was not the best decision. If he was going to leave it, he should just go for it. But maybe he thinks he can take out Texby on the way potentially to mid. Actually, he's not going to He's still engaging. He's disengaged shortly there. Ingeniumodium and also Shad currently on mid versus Pugs will carry Yen, who's also disengaged as well. Line of sighting just as the rest of the blue team coming into the east side of the keep at the moment. We're going to see a mini team fight kind of enabling here. Oh no, everyone's starting to come over as well. Alexia going to go for that decap over on the far node there for the red team over on the hench. Going to probably get decap at least over there, so if bleed team can sustain here in a 4v5 situation, they probably will pick up almost the free cap as well if potentially if Alexia can get over to the mid.
Going down, we do have a drop.
In.
We do have the drop of the supply crate, but the wall banner will pick up Yen again. The damage on Lattice Cats is good. He can't really get out of that again. Yen is trying to get the res on him and Ingeniumodium. Also needing to back out of that one a bit. Tiki is just going for the hard res on Meow. Or Lattice, or Cass, whatever we want to call him. And Shut maybe a bit overextended, but Tiki's pretty much the only one left. The red team is trying to take control of the mid fight while completely losing everything else on the map.
Indeed, they've really taken it to him because they can. Well, I mean, they're not sustaining it mid, obviously, because they're losing, but you've still got the decap happening there. Pugs will carry in, just going to go down to Texby here. Ingeniumodium doesn't really need to stay there, to be fair. Could probably advance over towards the mine with the rest of his team. Take that out quite quickly. And we've got a 3 versus 1 situation over here on the mine at the moment.
Purple Kaze already went down after 1v1 with Bullet Punch. Elixir tried to get a res on that. Nicely done with the static field, but it wasn't quite enough. Bullet went into downstate, but the damage on Kaze just meant him rallying. And therefore now standing with a double cap again. Looks like the blue team wants to take a big team fight on the mid. Not really opting for these small team fights on all 3 points.
No, I think this pay off for them if they can sucker them into it actually, and they're taking down Texby now. Blue team, how are going to put him into the downstate? No one really around to actually offer up any kind of knockback or anything. So Texby really close to being res there, and he's going to go out of the fight, and he's just going to be waiting for that respawn. Of course, Ingeniumodium at about 50% HP, trying to knock back here, and also Tiki just putting on the extra pressure on the node with Lettuce, just dropping a load of damage with those grenades, of course, on the point. And Ingeniumodium is probably going to go down now as we see Purple Kazes coming in to finish with that small amount burst. I'm
somewhat surprised that the red team is trying to force a 3-point fight. Why? I think the team fights, they kind of abandoned Ingenium on the midpoint, just try to make as much of that as possible while being aggressive on the hench point. Shut got the decap, but nothing further. We did have 2 elementalists rotating back. Bullet Punch already going down. We do see the Elixir as res. Shut coming in for the res as well, but the damage on him is going to be brutal. There we go with a couple of conditions on him. Double downstate, both DPS down. And the blue team just zerging from one point to the other. They are just going to collapse onto the midpoint after they've got this situation cleared up.
That's funny actually, because I remember we were talking about the zerging, kind of what we thought red team did in that first game that we streamed with theirs earlier, and now the blue team are doing it, and they get because they can apparently.
Oh, nice with the
still got a lot of damage potential.
With the knockback, but Kaze is on point quick enough as for it not to matter at all.
The blue team getting that 2-cap, 150 points, heading towards now, and we need to see red team trying to get a decap. Shad is going to potentially try and get that, but Pugs will carry Yen is going to engage on him and potentially stop that from happening. Shad's going to disengage, heading towards the midpoint. We are going to see the down coming out onto Tommy. He's in down state. Nice knockback there. I believe it was from the engineer of Tis Cats, Meow, which I never thought I'd ever hear say in my life. Texby is running for his life, trying to get over towards the mine to defend that if he possibly can. But he does realise that Purple Kazes is in the downstate over here as well. Bullet Punch is going to try and just cleave him down. Nice knockback onto Purple Kazes there from Texby with the rifle 4, and he's definitely going to go down. Let his cats meow, not able to res him, going to advance back to the mid or / retreat. As Ingeniumodium is currently down in the downstate. Alexia trying to put down some damage to try and keep him in that state, as we have seen Shad advancing to the mid. Nice knockback again onto Shad as well. Some nice CC coming out from the blue team at the moment. It's the amount of CC and immobilized potential is nice on their path.
Texby now trying to go for the far point fight, but we do have the respawn of Kaze. He's seeing that, meaning he wants to try and stop the decap on the mine. Question is he going to be fast enough? It actually looks like it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about he's not going to be fast enough in the other way. Sorry, I was thinking about Shed there. I was just looking at mid when you were talking about that.
Point. They performing onto the point. Tick getting the stomp now with the second attempt. The blue team, I mean, they have split off here and there, but you really see if there's one downed player, there are 3 or 4 of the blue team that just try and zerk over the corpse and leave as much AoE down as possible. It's not really stomping going on.
Alexi is just the elementalist on the blue team. Is just doing this movement, just going from back and forth. It's just going, whee! And it's, it's working, getting the consistent decaps and caps. But they've actually learned from that. Tommy did come up as well, just expecting that movement, which is good. The blue team are doing a nice job. You can see on the left side of the keepers we're looking at. They kind of grouped up. Look at their movement, really focused on it and offering a lot of support. So anytime anyone drops any might stacks as well, they can pick those up from the blast as well. So really nice movement from the blue team. Whereas red team are kind of separated as well. Texby comes up from the right hand side. Tiki really low on HP now. A lot of focus on him. He's able to get across the map. Bullet Punch has been CC'd just on node, which means he can get some protection. Tiki as he moves to the west side of the point. But look at this movement from blue team. It's really nice. Taking down Tommy on the point as well. Lots of cleave coming out like you spoken about, Nick, as well, which is really, really essential to keep these guys down because red team cannot go in for the rest.
It will just only Texby left, but they are staying together as 4 people, just chaining the CC and AoE damage on corpses. That is kind of what's happening in this team fight. We did see decaps on both sides, although Shut was on an uncontested point and Ingenium stopped Kazer from getting the cap. We now have Alexis coming in. He was already losing the fight, but with the assistance it's going to clarify that. But it is the close point of the red team, meaning the respawn is going to annoy them a little bit. Also Texby from the side, and we do have both squishies rotated towards the far node, which is very unfortunate, I think.
Not the best movement in the world, to be fair. Yeah, I think you're right. But, maybe they just didn't have the... Oh, God. Although Tiki has gone down, so it's Bullet Punch down fight. Oh, has he got SR? Check on Shed. Shed had the SR, though.
Yeah, okay. SR, bring him back up now with the cluster bombs to get the damage down. And I think, is he in Vengeance? Yes, he Vengeance up to get shut down now. Maybe the Stomp will reset his Vengeance, but definitely going to be a good move there. No rallying. They managed to cleave him down fast enough, and Bullet is now in a whole load of trouble. Ingenium Odium come for the assistance, but he's going to die on the side. A little bit off point. Nice knockback to force Ingenium Odium to, if he wants to get the rest, he needs to give up the cap. That is not happening. He wants to keep it neutral, and it is somewhat close in points. We do have a lead for the blue team, but that could go away anytime.
That Vengeance actually came back up. I was lucky as well.
Yeah.
Nice job from them. So blue team holding the lead at the moment. Mid seems to be okay. Pugs will carry Yennis versus Tommy. Of course, that fight won't end too soon unless Texby can come in, try and get some CC down, which is possibly going to happen. Blue team are circling around actually the bottom of the point at the moment. The mid caps try and get Purple Carzers up. He's going to be okay. Shad did leave his target down actually. Surprisingly, might have been able to get in there and offer a little bit of cleave up. Pugs will carry Yen, has gone into the downstate just on node. We've seen another crate coming out there as well. Texby just on the side of the point, just trying to offer up some AoE cleave damage on the point. Tommy going into downstate as well. A lot of messy play here on this point. Blue team, although they are still quite solid in their grouping up together. Look at this, just jumping on Tommy again on the side of the point, just offering up a lot of AoE damage down on the body, so no one from red team can get on him and try and get him res. Shad back up as well. He's going to be... There's so much CC. All red team are just always on the floor, Nick. It's absolutely amazing.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of a break. They were really close to a decap. Oh, no, they actually got the decap. Never mind. But the cap is going to go back into the hands of the blue team. And I'm somewhat surprised that the red team is alive at all, because they went into the team fight one after another. I actually think that that could have an advantage in team fights if they would just fully commit to one. But every time a full-out team fight happens in mid, we always see some people splitting off and trying to win it via the side points, via rotation. And therefore, we do see blue team always winning the team fights because they outnumber them. But more more as a choice of mare.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a couple of things. I mean, Texby was in the downstate below keep as well on the right-hand side, and Ginny Imodium actually like ran round the top part of the keep to get away and could have come down and easily res Texby, I think. I mean, I know they were keeping a little bit of an eye on him, but he could have come down and just resed him, maybe taken advantage and just run over to the opposite side of the map. Blue team really have complete map control at the moment. 2-cap coming out as well, and we've only Shad and Bullet did defend quite well over on the mine. They were in a 2v1 situation, and I think Red team, they can't come back into this game now. No way.
Yeah, it looks a bit like resignation. Maybe a quick decap with the immobilizer there, but Texby not quite getting it. We do have the Arm of Earth already. And that is pretty much it for the first game of today's finals of the Go4 Cup.
Indeed. People talking about this being a very, very cheese mode orientated comp. Congratulations. It is very similar, isn't it? Yes. Why that is. So, taking the first game, congratulations to Love. We'll call him Love because...
Yeah. Because the name is too long. Okay, so
3 minutes left in that game as well. It seemed fairly close up until, you know, they kind of started to just dominate. They got the decap over on the mine, and then that was it, really. It just kind of snowballed into their favour.
Yeah.
Whether or not the red team can come back,
I think it all kind of crumbled away for the red team. With the move of disengaging from the mid-fight, leaving Ingenium Odium there to die, pretty much, against 4 people who just stayed there until he was dead. And then they, for some reason, rotated Shut and Bullet towards the far point, which is not really a good move. If you collapse on a DPS Guardian and a Thief, there's really not much staying in your way. You can't contest that.
That's the situation we were talking about earlier with the kind of support. Like, if they don't finish off their opponents really quickly, they're going to have that issue. Next issue kind of popped up. So, and I think that happened quite a lot. Like you said, they've got to really think about now in this comp that they're against about who they're putting in their matchups, like their 2v2s or 3v3s, etc. But I think they could come back here, you know. I mean, they've got the burst potential to go for a Lord Rush, and we've got that Lord mechanic, of course. We haven't gone to Kylo today, which is kind of starting to be a bit weird.
I think it could happen on this one.
I think so. Yeah, I think this is a potential to do it, because I think Red Team will be able to actually... I'm confused here. Yeah, sorry. Red Team are just seeing different people on different teams in recent weeks, and I was just thinking, what's Tommy doing over there? Are these guys going to stay in the same team for a while?
Maybe.
We're not NA people. But yeah, here we go. Hopefully we'll see Red Team come back. I think you're right. I think they could potentially come back, and we'll see a Kylo game.
Yeah, I think maybe this will at least once kind of force the red team to go for an all-out team fight. I don't think that last time it was always kind of tempting to go for the decap on the far point, but I doubt that the far point is going to be as open on this map as it was on the previous match. So it is probably going to be a 3-point split, which then leads into a big team fight in mid once one side point has cleared up. Question is, who's going to clear up the side points, and are we just going to have a complete snowball across the map, or is it going to end in a big mid team fight?
I'm not sure what you just said, because my headphones actually came out of the socket there.
Never mind.
So apologies, but I will agree with you whatever you say, because I'm sure it was on point, Nick, as per usual.
Yeah. I said you have the most beautiful hair in the entire world.
My facial hair outnumbers the hair on top of my head at the moment. But we shall see. Okay, so could be potentially the last game of the ESL Go4GuildWars Cup, number 5. Wow, no, not number 57, number 4. Getting confused with the ESL Weekly Cup then. we've been doing this for over a year now, the ESL Weekly Cups, of course, and we've advanced into a Cash Weekly Cup. The winner will be taking away €400, and the second place, definitely not a loser, will take away €100 as well as some gemage. 2,000 each, was it?
2,000 for each player.
That's right. Which is pretty good going, to be fair. You can buy loads of stuff with that.
Yes, you can. And
including top hats.
Pretty much no matter the result of this game now, we are going to see Purple Smokers as well as Swagnir has returned, kicked out of the top 8.
Oh no.
And being replaced by, well, then it depends who wins, who will take the, wait, what was it? No, TCG participated as well, where at least we're gonna switch out 2 teams on that. And we still have one more Go4 Cup to go after this one, before the finals. So there is big potential for teams to still get kicked out, I think, except for Cheese Mode and Meta Meta. Those are pretty much safe.
Yeah, they should be good with those 200 points that they have. I mean, they'll jump up a little bit. So yeah, not sure exactly what we're waiting for. Maybe they're just having a bit of a chat, saying, how do we kind of combat this comp? What's going on? How can we do that? Red team, I think, need to be a little bit more focused, like you said before, just the rotations around the map, who they're matching up with, maybe focus more on a bit of a 2-point skirmish. And then we saw the blue team kind of zerging around a bit, but they were doing nice with their positioning, as I said, on the keep node, of course, on Forest. Which was nice, actually. It was just like, this guy is the main target. We don't need to focus target. All we need to do is just keep AoE cleave down around him, so the red team can't get even close to try and support him, because they'll just end up going down to cleave themselves. So it's not like a major focus target damage, other than really kind of purple cards is.
Yeah, it's not really that much of. Wait, what?
We see a Mesmer now. Farrell's gone into Mesmer. Switching out Ellie for Mesmer. Focus. There you go. Now there's some more focus.
So is it even Farrell then? I don't see the account name for some reason.
Farrell. Yeah.
It is Farrell. Okay. Good. Then that might be interesting. I don't know if that's going to pay off well to choose a Pain Train combination against the DPS Guardian. But we will see. We do have Meh on or Team Something on the red side against Love on the blue side.
Look at blue team coming out with 25 stacks of might for every single player. That's unbelievable. They want to engage with those stacks. It's still up, still got on down for 15 seconds. Going over towards the quarry node at the moment. Who they're going to move in on? It's going to be Tommy. All 3 members.
Bullet is already disengaging, but no, he's going to see that stuff is happening.
That was an awesome survival from Tommy, though, to be fair. I mean, Purple Kaziz almost went down from just the actual damage that came in there from from Bullet Punch there as well. So he really needs to be careful. Tommy has gone down in the end, but we might see Purple Kaziz go down to some damage from Texby as he comes into the point. Not too sure. Tommy's going to be cleaved down. Although, we are going to see... No, he's just going to... Vapor 4, not going to be good for him. He's going to go off point, and he's actually going to be taken out completely. We can see Texby and also Bullet Punch over on this node. I think Bullet Punch is just going to pull out with Purple Kaziz. He needs to be focusing him. That's probably quite a good idea. Shad going for the decap and also the full cap over on the wall.
Yeah, I almost thought this was just going to start off with a 3 cap, because Ingenium Odium went down a midpoint. Bullet Punch now for the assistance, but also going down pretty quickly. And now Shad is trying to disengage. Oh no, it's just trying to immediately engage on Kaze, who went the long way around to get the decap on the waterfall. But we also have Yen, who is on his way to get that one. Will Shad be fast enough? No, just barely. Not nice line of sight there from Yen, and not enabling him to infiltrate a Signet or Shadow Shot onto him to get faster towards the point.
Ooh, Purple Cuz is trying to jump onto Ingenium there and just put a little bit of damage onto him. See Yen there, so gonna be okay at the moment. Just needs to hold on node while Shad tries to initiate some damage on towards the opposite team. But they did quite well to just group up there and just take Shad into the downstate. We are going to see Pug's not probably the best option for him to. Oh no, it's okay. He's going to be okay. Shad is going to be cleaved out there. I thought Ingenium was going to go for a cheeky res there, but didn't in the end. Wouldn't have been worth it either because he wants to keep the point contested for as long as possible so that he tries to get some kind of support. Not sure that's going to happen for him. We are seeing at the moment over on the quarry, Bullet Punch having a bit of trouble versus, I don't even know how to say that. I'm going to say Varor. But yeah, there we go. Sorry. Just lost it for a second.
J now?
Just trying to say that name.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. He has loads of conditions on him, and Bullet Punch is gonna jump after him, bringing him down on the side, completely out of position for any kind of res attempt. We do have the waterfall cleared up, although Shad is maybe looking on an early engage on Kaz, at least a little bit of a 1v1 scrimmage off off note, but Yen will come in for the insistence. Oh, and he needs to dodge that one. We do have a little bit of bleeding and poison on him, but the Shadow's Embrace is going to take care of that. Oh, wait.
That's an early free cap.
No, he's
That's
running
a very
execution.
early free cap. Blimey.
But now maybe with the cleanup on Quarry, maybe we're going to see a snowball into the other direction. Depends on how fast they are.
It needs to happen, like you said, like it needs to happen really fast. Purple Guz is just going to check out Waterfall as he starts to move towards the midpoint. Needs to try and help out. Lettuce, Cat's Meow has been taken out of this game as well, so Pugs will carry in. He's going to have to start bunkering down on this node as we see Feral coming in on the Mesmer, trying to get some damage onto whoever just tried to nip up towards the waterfall there. We're going to see some range coming in from Texby as well, just putting some conditions on node if at all possible, and coming down onto the south of the point and maybe trying to get some focus damage onto Feral there, but he was able to actually get out quite nicely as well, so good move by him, just stealthing out as well. Although Bullet Punch did plant the Scepter 2 up there to potentially offer up some extra damage on him, so he needs to be careful. He's in a really nice position actually, Feral up there, can range freely. No one's focusing on him at all at the moment, other than Tex, but he just dropped a ton of grenades down on him as well. Tiki just taken down on the into downstate, just on the west side of the point, is going to be taken out, and hopefully Red Team might be able to actually pick up this point now. But the amount of points that have been taken away from them.
Losing the quarry in the meantime, having to completely commit to the midpoint. I mean, they might be able to get it if they get Yen down as soon as possible, but maybe Kazer from the side now giving up the waterfall to get on there. We still have the Vapor Form, which will drag that out a little bit longer. No, but he's just looking to take out Shad instead of keeping the cap in the middle point.
This... Oh, blue team are just wiping the floor with him at the moment, if I'm honest, in most of these situations. I mean, they're getting outnumbered. And to be fair, red team are getting a lot of kills at the moment. They're starting to pick up a lot of kills, but they're not picking up the actual kills that can, they're not winning these fights on these nodes quick enough.
Now, giving up the midpoint might have been a bad idea because they did win the fight on the quarry point and can now kind of collapse from the midpoint onto the waterfall, and are going for 3 points. I don't know if that's the best idea.
Not sure either. This is not a Bullet Punch currently CC'd on the floor. The first damage that came out from the Mesmer there on the blue team was very nice, but he survived again. Bullet Punch against all odds coming out on top there. He's going to be okay, but needs to try and re-engage at all if possible. Shad's low on HP. He can't re-engage yet. Probably will start to as he tries to get maybe Bullet Punch up and assist with that res. Don't think that's going to happen, and Shad goes down. Again, like we said about the cleave going down onto the body, Shad jumps in and risks everything for the res, which unfortunately did not succeed.
Yeah, and now they're just going to roll over the midpoint, I think.
Yeah, looks like it. They're just going to jump in. Main target is going to be... Oh, Ginium's still over towards the waterfall, which means he's probably going to be taken out on his route back to the midpoint as well. And over on the mid, feel sorry for Tommy. Really going to get some focus down on him, although it's starting to move. Looks like the potential gate has been taken down to quite low HP now by Lettuce, who might be thinking about going for a solo Lord Kill. A little bit light overfired the other one. Anyway, going back to mid.
Well, they are now above 350 points, which means they don't really need to bother with that if they are confident that they can go for a Lord Rush. And it looks like they are. We do see Kaze coming in from one gate or trying to open one gate, and the other one is going to be taken by Lattice, although this seems a bit lackluster, to be honest, for Lord Rush.
It does feel a bit half-cocked, really, doesn't it? To be fair. This is not going to work. I don't think so. And I think Lettuce is actually, you know, just going to start bailing off that node now. They've got such a comfortable lead. They can probably walk around and just try different Lord attempts. Although they can't do that for too long because Red Team do have a current 2 cap and have really closed that lead. Now only 170 points away, and of course in another 150 can actually go for that Lord Rush themselves, but they don't want Blue Team to get any more caps at all on the map at the moment. They could possibly go for a decap on Waterfall as that is open. Shad might be going for their
Oh, and it's not even fully capped, so he's going to get that for sure.
That's not good for the Blue Team.
Yep.
Oh wow, we've seen the 2 cap coming in for the Red Team. This is potentially going to happen. Lettuce Cats has gone down over on the mid node as well, and this really could snowball in Red Team's favour. What you said should have happened earlier is happening right now, Nick.
Yeah, but they can't really overextend. We do have a 1v1 shot against Perks will carry, but Tiki's falling back, Taxby, and if we see the respawn of the Blue Team immediately going for the... Oh, but they just want to answer. They just want to answer with a full-out teamfight on the one neutral point. Meaning that we do have Bullet Punch kind of trying to take care of Kaze, but Kaze just has the mobility advantage.
Oh, no.
Meaning if Bullet Punch now tries to get there, he's going to get the decap, he's going to get the cap back from Quarry, and then...
Shad's come back in though.
Ah, okay, that is really helping.
Not bad. That was good communication from those guys. Well done.
Because otherwise Bullet would have just always tried to stay behind the thief, and it's not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, exactly. It was actually well timed by Shad there. They can get the node back, but no one's there now. Oh, Shad! Oh, Purple Cuz just jumping onto Shad as he at the bottom of the stairs on the south of the midpoint. Sorry, and both stealthing at some point. This point might go contested if no one else can get into the actual node.
Why aren't they staying at Waterfall? They need to leave. Oh, they might be leaving for a Lord Rush attempt. Tommy Tom trying to open the gate, but we do have the entire Blue Team in a perfect spot to get on him. Yeah,
it's a bit risky from Tommy to be honest. Shad's going to try and again, look, they moved over towards the quarry node. Shad really low on HP. Purple Cuz is doing a really nice job at the moment in that 1v1. Might actually be able to take him if he re-engages. Doesn't want to and just going to be safe. But look at the Blue Team. We have members on each gate at the moment. We're going to see...
Oh, the decap is going to come out on the... No, Dexby, that's still capped. What are you doing? Almost gets a decap, but then leaves it.
Why didn't he go for the decap?
What?
Why didn't he go for it?
I have
He's
no
just going
idea.
for the full Lord kill. Oh, because they're only 10 points away. If they keep this... Oh, the Lord's been engaged. The Red Lord is on about 50%. H down's about 40. No real support coming out for the Blue Team. For the Red Team, sorry. He's down to about 10, 50%. Bullet Punch comes in. Trying to save the lives. Jones Mesmer's down a lot. Their burst potential. 10% HP. Not many conditions. No heal.
The heal is going to come through. No interrupt. And we do see a wipe of the Blue Team.
A failed Lord Rush for the Blue Team.
And this is going to be the Lord Rush for the Red Team.
They're on to 50-60% HP. Have some support back here. Cat's Meows here. Purple Cars is. And if Texby had gone for that decap on the Waterfall, Red Team might have...
Oh, the heal on the Blue Lord. Is it going to come through? I think it came through. And now we have a wipe from the Red Team on the Lord. 2 failed Lord attempts. And now the points... The points from the not quite decap Waterfall might actually be the win here for the Blue Team. The Blue Team is now reinforcing that point, and that will just carry them all the way through. We don't have enough time for a second Lord Rush try from the Red Team, which means this game is, with a fantastic ending, gonna go over to Love. They are gonna pick up the second win in the best of 3, meaning they are today's champion, today's winners of the Go4 Cup.
Oh dear. They're going for it. They're trying another Lord Rush.
Really? That's not going to happen.
Yes.
Nope. It's done.
That's really brave. Oh,
2
no.
failed Lord Rushes, and in the end, it's the 2 seconds of not decapping, of not quite decapping. That meant they had no chance anymore to go for a second Lord Rush. Okay, so Love is the winner of the Go4GuildWars2 Cup. They're gonna go home with 400 euros. But Meh is not
Awesome.
gonna go home
GG.
with nothing. They also won 100 euros